Welcome to part one of our back to school series brought to you by Through the Pages Bookstore and I Am Queen Magazine. I am Elle Clarke and I'm one of the co-owners of Through the Pages Bookstore. And so in a previous interview, I had the opportunity to interview the stars of Lifetime's Danger in the Dark, a true story brought to life by Bethenny Frankel, who played Joanne Roberts, and Clara Alexandrova, I hate butchering names, who portrayed Kathleen Roberts. With the new school year beginning and many students from the Bahamas now stepping onto college campuses globally, it's more important than ever that we help them to navigate this new chapter safely and successfully. Bethenny and Clara shared some valuable tips during this interview that is going to help you do just that.
There was a murder. Someone on this campus took her life.
A Lifetime original movie, ripped from the headlines.
I can't leave the other girls here. Kathleen, don't do this. I'm not leaving.
You're so eager to prove that you're not afraid.
You can't just leave. This campus is not safe.
It's best not to panic.
Panic? Why would we panic?
Tougher, you're smarter, you have to be.
If they're in danger, they deserve to know.
There's a killer on campus.
Wasn't it your department that said this was an isolated incident?
If I would have been there, I could have done something.
Police confirmed another campus assault last night.
Becky wasn't enough, and now another attack?
The police wouldn't say we're safe if we're not, right? We have to look out for each other.
Danger in the Dorm premieres Sunday, June 16th at 8. Part of Truly Unbelievable Movies, a ripped from the headlines event on Lifetime.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from Elle Clarke.
Hello?
Hi.
Awesome. Good afternoon, ladies. You look beautiful. My question is, as a mother myself, there are a lot of new students that are about to just go into college. What advice would you give to mothers who are sending their kids to college, especially international students? Based on the script, what advice would you give to mothers sending their children off to college, as well as what advice would you give to the college student who is now entering this new big arena?
I think, well, these are things I've been doing all along. And so I guess if you have someone going to college and you haven't, then it's the CRAM program. But I do think, especially, now in the land of being on your phone, it's just to not be distracted. Don't be always looking down. Then you become a target. And, not to be in places at all where you're ever alone, and just like, tips, sadly, for if something does ever happen, or if you're, someone comes to you with a car, or telling my daughter, someone told me the statistic that Super Bowl is the biggest event in the world for trafficking. I had no idea. Thousands of girls listening to those stories on TikTok, the Uber situations, girls saying that they're in the car on the phone with a friend the entire time, or like having someone track and you call someone when you get somewhere, like things like that. I'll send my daughter, and it can be a little naggy, so I'll try to make it more conversational when we're talking. But that stuff is real because, my daughter's 14. How old are you, Clara?
I'm 22.
Right. So to me, she's still a kid, right? So but she thinks she's an adult. But to me, she's a kid. So for her, like going to the bathroom alone at a sporting event seems normal. But I've been hearing stories about 16, 18-year-olds at sporting events, not with someone else. Like, it's kind of like, Bryn, no, you can't be alone really anywhere. Sorry, this is what's going on. And I don't like that I have to scare her, because it's like alarming, but I feel like I would choose her paranoia and scaring her to the alternative. So I just feel like it's different than when we were kids, and that's sad, but it's true. So it's a touching story that you want to be independent, but like, don't go to the bathroom alone at a sporting event, period.
I agree.
That is so good.
Or a concert.
Yeah, that is so good. Clara, is there anything that you would add to the student?
I think, what I would say is always trust your intuition and your gut. There's a lot of times, like right now, I'm living in Toronto working, and I like go on the subway, and I'm not used to going on the subway. And there's just times where, you just get a feeling, or you feel someone's eyes on you, or, you know what I mean? I think it's safer to be like, maybe that was anxiety, but I left, and I guess I'll never know if I was right or not. I think I would rather take that than, pushing past my anxiety and then finding out that it is intuition and then being in an unsafe situation.
Yes.
And so I think that and on like a lighter note, I'd probably just be like, don't take, your friends for granted. Don't take this time for granted. I think that, Kathleen in this story held herself very responsible for what happened to Becky. And I think that, things happen, and the world is not safe, unfortunately. Sorry. So, I definitely know people that have gone through things and stuff like that, and people that are close to me. And I think that a lot of us can go into the guilt spiral where I could have done something, I should have been there. But I think that it's more about just, making sure that you're reaching out and you're offering support where it's needed and if it's needed, and making sure that you have a good support system and that friends stick together. Because I think that, these days I hear stories and I'm just like, yeah, just be present, be aware. And with that also comes enjoy each other. Don't take the time for granted, look out for each other. That's really what will help, save us, I think.
Yeah. And I'm back to the safety thing. Never, ever be without your drink. Like,
Yeah.
drink cannot be, not even just out of your hands. You cannot have your eye off your drink. People are psychotic. Bartenders do it. It's not just other people. Like, that's again, now I want to go call my daughter and get off this interview and go terrify her about that.
Thank you for joining part 1 of our Back to School series. We hope that the insights shared by Clara and Bethenny will help you to navigate through this new college experience with confidence and safety. Whether you're a student from the Bahamas, the Caribbean, or wherever you're from, remember that this new chapter is full of opportunities, but it is also important to stay aware and be prepared. Stay tuned for more episodes. I'm Elle Clarke. Until next time, keep turning the pages of your story with confidence and wisdom.